Hi everybody. Been a long time since I made a video, and God's been impressing me to get on here again and say hello to everybody. I just wanted to talk about um prayer actually. We've been having a 10 days of prayer through my church, and so we have like a prayer meeting on Zoom every night. And I've been a prayer warrior for a few years now, and I'm involved in a group that meets every Friday night anyway. And so we take prayer requests and get prayer requests from outsiders that aren't in the group. And we pray for them for a week or more. It just depends on what it's about. And I kind of wanted to share my experience over the last year. I've been keeping a prayer list of my own, and then I add those to that prayer list and pray over them every day. And I'm real faithful with it too. And people like that because when they really need prayer, they know that they can count on me to actually pray when I say I will. And so I've started, maybe 3 years ago, started marking answered prayers with a highlighter on my list so I know when God's answered a prayer. And so I kept, there was a list that was my personal needs. And I don't pray over my own personal needs every day. I just remind God to help me with the items on the back of the list, which was actually 3 pages, three, like notebook pieces of paper of things that I needed over the last year. And I think there was like maybe 3 items that weren't answered last year for 2021. And so I just moved those items over onto the new list for this year. And I think there was maybe 8 items on there so far this year. And half of those are already answered. And it's not just, those are just for my personal needs, but I also mark um, someone's name in highlighter if my prayer for them has been answered. Like, I've been praying for my nephews for probably 6 years now or something, and my youngest nephew is coming back to the faith now after all that time I prayed for him. And also my brother came back to the faith, and um, I'm praying now for one of my sons to come back, and well, all of them actually. I have 3 sons, and none of them are really right with the Lord at the moment. My daughter is, and I'm so grateful for that, that her and her family are. And my grandson was recently baptized, and I got to watch that on a video. Well, it was live, but um, so anything like that. We're also praying for a lot of people with COVID, and I fasted a few times for a dear friend of mine who got COVID and almost didn't live, and now he's healed. And now a friend's brother is very ill and intubated in the hospital with COVID, and so we're praying for him. But I mean, there's many, many, many cases of COVID that we've prayed for, and people with cancer, and people who've been wounded in accidents, and all different kinds of things. I mean, just you name it, we've prayed for it. And, you know, when you start seeing those little yellow marks or whatever color you're using show up on your on your prayer list as answered prayers, it really does show you that God is listening, and He does care about even the littlest needs, you know. Um, I remember one experience last year. Um, I don't know, I was just doing something around the house, and I said, Lord, I could sure use a few more bath towels if you could see clear to put them in my path. And I swear, it was a few days later, and some lady gave me a really nice set of white bath towels that matched the white bath towels that I already had. It was just so remarkable how quick he answered that, and it wasn't even like a plead, like, oh, I need towels. No, it was just like, if you can put them in my path, I'd really appreciate it. And he did, just that fast. And it was not too long ago. I was also, um, I said, man, I need some new underclothes. If you could put those in my path too, I'd appreciate it. Now I have underclothes. It's just remarkable, you know, God says that He wants to hear even our littlest needs, and sometimes the answer is no, too, you know. There's things that we think that we want in our lives and it's not right for us, but if we turn our will over to God, He will change our will to match His will, because what He wants for us is always better than what we want for ourselves. We might think, oh, you know, I really want that job, and then we find out that the person that got it quit a week later because the boss was so mean, or, you know, I don't know, that's just off the top of my head example, but you know, there's reasons why God doesn't give us things that we think we need or want, and but we always have to keep in mind that what He wants for us is way better than what we would think to ask Him for. And it says that in the Bible too. So I just want to encourage all of you to keep track of answered prayers and keep track of what you ask God for and what you talk to Him about, and just see, you know, how much He's paying attention to you and how much He loves you. Everybody have a great evening and or morning if you're watching it later. And I'll see you again soon.